This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Time to dig into Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith. First and foremost, Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to save the best for last, a la Kendrick Perkins. So hear me and hear me well. First and foremost, Stephen A. Smith, he's bitter. He's in what I call Stephen A. snake mode. Let me say it again. He's in what I call Stephen A. snake mode. You see, when snakes come out, what they do is they protrude as animals that slither. There's a reason why they slither on the ground. There's what we call, black mambas that strike at a 99.9% accuracy rate. Those level of snakes, right? Like a Kobe Bryant. And when Kobe Bryant wants the basketball, he goes, that's his way of letting the guys know that, hey, give me the ball and get the hell out of my way. He's a true alpha. These are the true alpha type of snakes. They strike in the defining moments in pressurized situations. They let, their do the talking. Stephen A. Smith is one of those, what we call Stephen A. snake, the bad type of snake. These are the snakes that try to beguile you. They try to basically camouflage into any color that, they need to in order for them to fit in. These are the types of snakes that get eaten. They call these snakes the cobras. This is what Stephen A. Smith is. And he's not even a king cobra. He's just what we call regular cobra. They get eaten up all day, every day. If you look at the animal kingdom and you look at how cobras are, especially the bottom feeder cobras, all you have to do is attack the movement of the neck. And once you're able to, like a Kobe Bryant or Black Mamba, you'll be able to eat up a cobra. Not a king cobra, a regular variation of a cobra. But anyways, I say all of this to say this. Stephen A. Smith was hoping that LeBron James' legacy was not done. The cachet was not over. He's still hot and bothered like grits about Kevin Durant for ending that legacy, ending that cachet. That's why he's mad. Because if you guys remember, LeBron James always goes to these attractive locations, a la South Beach when he was with the Miami Heat. Stephen A. Smith was enjoying himself for those years, even though LeBron James averaged an abysmal 2 for 4, 50, an abysmal 2 for 4, 50%, because he went to the finals 4 times. He's not supposed to give you 50%, not with a Dwayne Wade and a freaking Chris Bosh. He's supposed to give you at least minimum 3 for 4 or 4 for 4, at least 75%. Now, this is where 50% in of itself becomes a lower echelon because of the level of talent that he has. People talk about the Golden State Warriors. Oh, they have Kevin Durant. They have Stephen Curry. They have Klay Thompson. They have Draymond Green. Those 4 guys were not better than LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was way better than Draymond Green. Don't let nobody fool you. Dwayne Wade was better than some damn Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry. You know why? Dwayne Wade was a true alpha that relinquished his true alpha-ship so that LeBron James and his high-octane beta, a.k.a. alpha wannabe-hood, can be appeased. Dwayne Wade's the only true alpha I know that relinquished his true alpha-ship so that another guy can succeed. Because true alphas don't really do that. But Dwayne Wade did it. This is an anomaly. He's the only asterisk in the history of sports that's ever done this. And till this day, I could understand why Richie Rich, who was a Dwayne Wade fan, denounced his Dwayne Wade ship. But anyways, let's get back into context of what we're talking about here. Stephen A. Smith loved that moment because he loved the fact that he could go to South Beach, be in that attractive city, be around those attractive folks, etc., etc. That's where it comes from. That's where it stems from, and people need to understand that. Then you have to look at the other aspect of it, the other totality of it. The other totality of it is this. Stephen A. Smith loves the fact that LeBron James was with the Los Angeles Lakers. He hated when LeBron James was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't like it because what good is there in Cleveland? I mean, what good comes out of Ohio? That's just the truth. So that's the only thing when Stephen A. Smith says there's cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion that is rendered by that. But now that LeBron James is in Los Angeles, he didn't expect LeBron James to get exposed in the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West. And then you got to understand, Stephen A. Smith feeling some type of way that you have Kawhi Leonard, who now is adding injury to insult to LeBron James. You see what I'm saying? And the injury to insult that he's adding is he's officially what we call affecting the legacy even more, affecting the cachet even more, because Kevin Durant completely made it done when he regressed LeBron James to an abysmal 33% NBA Finals average. So Stephen A. Smith already felt hot and bothered as grits about the situation. So now he's feeling even some type of way about the fact that Kawhi Leonard now is basically having the Flippers, who are now known as the Clippers, the best team in LA, all out of Staples Center. So he's mad. So because of that frustration, see, I said all of this because I have to give you a slick Rick storytelling so that you understand where all of this is coming from. So I say all of this to say this. This is where it's stemming from. His anger towards the fact that LeBron James did not give him what he bragged that LeBron James would. Because he said LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant. And dare I say LeBron James is chasing down MJ. But he had to officially come out and tell the damn truth when MJ stopped his ass. Because people forget that he was in a limo. And MJ stopped Stephen A. Smith and said, what? You trying to compare LeBron James to me? When MJ checked him, then he came correct. Ever since then, he ain't never slipped out of his damn mouth. Because he knew what time it is. His VIP card would have got revoked. Just like Shannon Sharp. That's why Shannon Sharp is saying LeBron James is better than MJ, because MJ never allowed him in the VIP area in the clubs. That's where it comes from. See, I need to know the truth behind stuff. MJ, every time Shannon Sharp was around, he wanted to hang around MJ. MJ was like, I don't know him. So this is why Shannon Sharp is saying LeBron James is better. Now let's get on to Kendrick Perkins, because he has to get the extra lashing of the stick, extra whipping, extra, let's keep the foot on the what? On the necks. Let's keep the foot on the what? On the necks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I apply what? Unlimited pressure, because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Kendrick Perkins, like Kevin Durant did when he knocked him down to his truest and his most properest levels. Kendrick Perkins is a 2-point performer. How can a guy who's a 2-point performer have the audacity to run his damn mouth? Higgity freaking hush. Kevin Durant is the reason why you were playing with OKC. It wasn't Russell Westbrook. See, lest you forget, lest I have to remind your asses. Let me say it again. Lest you forget, lest I have to remind your asses. People forget that when nobody wanted Kendrick Perkins anymore, the Boston Celtics didn't want to deal with him no more. It was Kevin Durant that said, oh, he's getting the short end of the stick. Why don't he come and play with OKC? Kevin Durant brought him in with open arms, because Kevin Durant has done this. A lot of teams that LeBron James does not want to play for, etc., etc., Kevin Durant has turned around, and Kevin Durant has basically enlightened the situation, in so much so that Kevin Durant has opened these guys with welcoming arms. So that's why Kevin Durant felt that he had to lash him up. You're a 2-point performer. You're a sum of all parts. How dare you? Basically, Kevin Durant gave him the true alpha economics lashing. Let me say it again. He gave him the true alpha economics lashing. You're not even a high-octane beta, a.k.a. alpha wannabe. Now, I could understand if I was getting this back and forth with Russell Westbrook. But you, I know you ain't talking. You, not you, nigga. You. That's how Kevin Durant came at him. You're a sum of all parts. That's why he mentioned the 2-point dig. Let me say it again. That's why he mentioned the 2-point dig. It was to knock Kendrick Perkins down to his truest and his most properest levels. Then Kendrick Perkins feeling some type of way because Kevin Durant applauded it. Because that's what true alphas do. They throw the ultimate ding at you, and then they applaud themselves. They pop the collar, dog, in true alpha fashion after they've dinged you. Then he turns around and he says, oh, no. I got to come after him. Then he brings up the Golden State Warriors jab. What was that all about? Why bring up the Golden State Warriors jab? What does that have to do with basketball? What does that have to do with basketball? This is what people need to understand. Golden State Warriors, a 73-9 team. How are we sitting here talking about this team in basketball that we know Kevin Durant went to? Do you know the reason why Kevin Durant went to that team? It's because Russell Westbrook didn't know his place as the high-octane beta, a.k.a. alpha wannabe that he was. So Kevin Durant had to leave because the organization a la Sam Presti made it very clear that the Oklahoma City Thunder was a Russell Westbrook team. They allowed Russell Westbrook to get away with the mannerisms and the behaviors that he got away with. He didn't want to let Kevin Durant be the true alpha and get the true alpha, role in terms of him being able to get the touches that he was supposed to get. They sat here and let Russell Westbrook decide how to dictate the pace. No coach could coach Russell Westbrook. So Kevin Durant wasn't having that. When Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry basically said, look, I will be subservient to Kevin Durant. I will allow Kevin Durant to be the guy on the team. This is what Russell Westbrook failed at. But Kendrick Perkins failed to omit this, but he wants to talk about, oh, he's Mr. Thunder. He can have that. Kevin Durant didn't care that he said that Russell Westbrook was the best player on the Oklahoma City Thunder. He could care less about that. Because being the best player on the Oklahoma City Thunder, what does it gain you? Does it gain you NBA championships? No. It's gotten him second round exits after second round exits after second round exits. So what does that get you? It gets you nothing. Russell Westbrook has been a consistency of mediocrity when Kevin Durant left. So Kendrick Perkins showed his true colors. And like I tell people, the truth will always have its day and the truth will be rendered in its time. Let me say it again. The truth will always have its day and the truth will be rendered in its time. And it was rendered. How much so? It was rendered because Kendrick Perkins was harboring these feelings for years. He was always feeling like this. He was just waiting at the most opportune time to say it. But here's the problem. This was not the most opportune time because he let an unknown person on social media let him get out of character. And hence he tarnished and ruined the brotherhood that is him and Kevin Durant. This is forever ruined now. Now Kevin Durant will never trust a guy of this epic proportion and this epic magnitude. You know why? Because you let an unknown person that's not even popular make you get slide to the damn mouth and try to come after me. And then I had to check you and reminded you that you were a 2-point performer. You were a sum of all parts type of player. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. And what people have to understand is when you look at the economics on how Kevin Durant was the reason why Kendrick Perkins was on that team, Kevin Durant felt that he had to check Kendrick Perkins and put him in his damn place. So Kendrick Perkins, what is all of this coming from? Why you got to talk about this stuff now? Did it make any sense? Because if this moment was about Russell Westbrook, why bring in Kevin Durant? Why not focus and keep it on Russell Westbrook? This is why I give, Chauncey Billups credit. Because Chauncey Billups checked Kendrick Perkins and saying, look, this is the moment. This is the moment. And in this moment that we're talking about in terms of you talking about Russell Westbrook, that should have been the focus. But nah, he couldn't focus on that because, again, he had harboring feelings to talk about Kevin Durant. And you can't do stuff like that because when you do stuff like that, it puts you in a precarious situation. So Kendrick Perkins, you get the biggest higgity hush of the damn day. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.